Hey everyone, it's me. I'm back. I know yesterday I did not put out a vlog. I was hanging out with my significant other all day and it was just something that didn't happen. Next week I definitely have an idea for a video. I want to get them on camera and I want them to do my makeup just for fun. I tried filming a makeup tutorial. It's the only reason I have my face done at literally 6 o'clock in the evening. Tonight I just kind of wanted to talk mostly just how I've been feeling this past week. This week hasn't been great for me mentally wise. There's been a lot of shit going on, but I think most of it just stems from one particular class. You know, when I was growing up, I was that kid who got straight A's with no effort. Like, I could just walk into class on test day and get an A+, regardless of what subject it was. And, you know, my mom and my dad, they kind of really pushed that. They were like, you need to do good, you need to do good. And, you know, looking back, I was their only kid, and, you know, they want to make sure that I turn out okay. In a lot of ways, it definitely detrimented me. I know when I got into high school, I had a really hard time transitioning from middle high school, where you actually had to put some work in and study and stuff like that. Right now, I think I'm going through a transitional phase that doesn't exactly mirror my freshman year, because back then I was just so arrogant. I thought that even though I was getting bad grades, I didn't need to study. I'm starting to feel some of the same, like, disappointment in myself. Honestly, it really all stems from one class, and that's my lit class. And I know it's really fucking stupid to get upset over one class, especially when my grades in there aren't that bad. I feel like this sneaking feeling of inadequacy is just, like, coming in my head, and they're like, oh, you're dumb, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Honestly, I need to kind of talk about it to a wall, or aka camera. I really like my lit class. We have a ton of really smart people in there, and it's all English people, so everyone's really passionate about what they're doing in there. We read stories every week, we read poems every week, stuff like that. We get a couple readings to do, and then we analyze it all class, and it's actually really fun. But I got a paper back from them, and I had a C+, which isn't bad. For me, it isn't really just about a C+, because the C+ is a C+. It's on a paper that's like a lot. It's like 15% of my grade, and I know that I can bring it up, and I've been working really hard in that class, but it's kind of like, oh shit, now I kind of have to stress about this a little. I don't know, I think I'm just kind of like absurdly jealous of a kid in my class. He's really cool. Like, I have no personal beef with him at all. Like, he's never done anything to me. Like, honestly, we've never even talked. I got jealous because he got like an A+, and the professor like emailed him and said, like, you should really think about applying for honors next year. And I don't know, I just get like really irrationally jealous over shit like that. I think it was just all stemming from my childhood, where I was that kid where everyone would like freak out and want to put me in special programs for like the accelerated kids and stuff. And I think part of it, I also kind of feel like shit because I could have been in honors this year. I got invited, but I just ended up never applying. And when I did, I was too late, and it was just kind of like, well, whatever. And a ton of my friends are in honors, so I kind of feel like I have to explain myself all the time, which I really don't. My friends are fucking great, and they're never like, I am in honors and you are a filthy peasant. I feel this like irrational compulsion to constantly explain myself and say like, well, I could have been in honors this year. I could have done it. You know, I just didn't write the essay because I didn't have the time. Or like, I didn't want to. It's really just kind of a stupid reaction. I've just grown up the same way, expecting good things to just kind of show up. I feel like that's just something I need to work through a little bit. I can't help but feel like a little inadequate. English is supposed to be my subject. It's supposed to be what I do super great in. I don't really need to go crazy cramming or studying for. And then like, when I don't get the best grade, I'm kind of like, shit, you know? I don't know. Just a ton of stuff has been happening. You know, a lot of people have been coming to me with their issues, and I'm really worried in particular about one of my friends. She seems to really not be doing so well, and I kind of hope that me talking to her helps her out, but I know with certain shit, like, talking doesn't necessarily always help, and even though you have friends who care about you, like, it might not always be fixable that way. I think I'm really just overthinking a lot of this. Even though it's not really that bad of a grade, it still sucks, you know? I feel like I really need to step up, but every time I try to sit down and do an essay like a week before it's due, or even 2 days before it's due, I can't. I don't know why. Like, I cannot force myself to write an essay unless it's the very last minute. I wrote an essay today, literally 40 minutes before I had to turn it in. Is it a bad essay? No. I'm pretty happy with it. I think I work well under pressure, which is fine. But I'd rather not constantly be under pressure, because I know when I actually have things done, I feel way less stressed out. I don't know why I can't make myself be responsible. I feel like I'm consistently putting things off, and then it's finally time to do them, and I'm stressed to hell, and I do them, and it sucks, and I just hate it. But that's not really how I want my college experience to be. I want to be having a good time. I want to be studying the right way. I want to actually be learning shit, because all through high school I was always complaining that I was never learning shit. But now I'm doing all the same shit that I did in high school, and I'm just kind of like skating by, and I don't want to skate by. I want to do good as hell. That's what I want to do here. I want to do good as fuck. I don't know why I can't just push myself to make that extra step. I know that part of me is just really, really lazy. I know part of me gets so stressed out over tasks so fast. I don't know. I feel like it's a combination of just who I am and just, you know, my past. You know, I have anxiety and I had depression, so it's just kind of like, you know, those things like are still kind of with me in a way, so it's hard to deal with sometimes. You know, though, it's really easy to see all the negative stuff that's going on. I guess some positive stuff. I got accepted into a writing program here, where I get to write an article every week. I might throw a link in the description if you're interested in reading some words that I've written. I think tonight I'm just gonna kind of hunker down and relax. I haven't really just sat alone in a while, so I'm probably just gonna end up embroidering something. If I finish it and put it on my jacket, I'll be sure to show you tomorrow. My friend told me I should do a time lapse of one of my embroideries, which I feel like I'll do maybe this weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have a chill night, and I hope you also have a chill night, and I hope you relax. Just chill. And I'll see you tomorrow.